He's almost 13, but he looks about 10. We stopped into the gas station and I grabbed 2 packs of smokes for my husband and a pack of Skittles for the kiddo. I had both the cigarettes and the Skittles in the same hand and was trying to fish my keys out of my purse with the other, and what I meant to say was, "Here kiddo, take your Skittles." What I said instead, plenty loudly in front of about 6 people, was, "Here kiddo, take your cigarettes." Not a single person laughed, they just stared daggers. I am afraid I'll be arrested if I ever go in there again. That's it, but I need about 250 more characters to post this because apparently nothing under 750 is meaningful. I love you is only 3 words. I am pregnant is only 2. We sent the dog to go live on a farm upstate is 11. I get that there have to be boundaries and all, but that minimum character limit seems kinda arbitrary and I really feel like it tanked the delivery of my post. But whatever. TL, Doctor, I told my kid, in public, to grab the cigarettes I'd just purchased in a way that made it appear I'd bought them for him. So, to preface this, I am a small 100-pound soaking wet female who just happens to love sushi. So as a payday treat, I go to my local sushi restaurant for their all-you-can-eat dinner for $25.99. I am stoked and immediately order 6 of all my favorites. About 36 pieces, and I'm over the moon as I dig in. Halfway through my lizard brain tells me, this is clearly not enough, we require more. So, I do the stupid thing and order a second round of everything as well as 12 pieces of salmon sashimi cause that's a good idea. The second round comes and I get a little nervous, this is a lot more food than I realized. However, this restaurant will charge for uneaten food, so I do my best to scarf down the additional sushi, becoming more and more aware that, a competitive eater, I am not. Each roll is a stone rolling down into my already overwhelmed stomach. I peel the salmon off the last 4 rolls and hope that the leftover rice won't count as uneaten food. The server clears the table and I drag myself from the booth and waddle painfully towards the till. How was everything? Oh, just fine until I realized I left my self-control at home. I drive home, feeling like a balloon about to pop. As I park and exit my car I try to burp and throw up tiny bit onto the sidewalk. That's not a good sign. I'm sweating, I can't sit down, my stomach is throbbing from overcapacity. I feel like I need to burp, so I crack a can of soda water and chug it through a straw. For a moment, everything is so much worse, but I can feel it building to something, the pressure is too much, something has to give. I dive for the toilet. When it's all over my dinner is flushed away along with a bit of my self-respect and my throat feels like I just made it through a horror movie as the final girl. I can't tell my family as this will put their faith in my ability to take care of myself even further into doubt. So, you lovely people may share in my shame. And in case you were wondering, no, it was not as good on the way back up. TLDR, my eyes were much bigger than my stomach and I ended up throwing up over 60 pieces of sushi. Edit. Oh no. Why is my first post to explode the one about me throwing up sushi? Lol. Thank you kind internet strangers for all you comments and upvotes. I've had quite a few people mention they like my writing and think I should do it professionally. I actually have 2 books on the market available on Amazon if anyone is interested in dragons and fantasy. The first one is The Banished World. Edit 2, apparently someone hunted down my Facebook and shared a link, which is fine. Except they then proceeded to get high and injure themselves. www.reddit.com web link, so please take care of yourselves. I'll also add a few links here for the curiosity but lazy. This facebook.com web link is my Facebook page for my book series, and this www.amazon.ca web link is the link to purchase the first book. Obligatory. This happened in 2018. I was reminded of it yesterday, which was the 30th anniversary of Freddie Mercury's death. We listened to a lot of music with the kids, Queen being the top of the list because the songs are fun to sing to. When Bohemian Rhapsody was at the theater, the older kids, 17 and 16, went with their friends to see it. This left the youngest, 12, out, so I took her myself on a later showing the same day. She is vibrating with happiness to see the story of a band she likes, and is singing her favorite Queen songs on the way there. Bicycle race, waiting in line at concessions for popcorn. No one else is at this theater, so flash to really belt out the chorus to hear the echo. Us both trying to remember the correct order to Bohemian Rhapsody while we sit in our seats waiting for the movie to start. It's that beautifully wholesome kid excitement. The movie starts, we stop singing and settle in. She is enthralled with the ups and downs of the band members. When Freddie is on screen she is nodding or shaking her head at his decisions. Then we are at the part of the film where he announces he is sick. I hear her sob. On the drive to the theater I had explained this was actors playing the roles and that it was going to cover some difficult topics, but it is at this moment I realize my tifu. While we listen to the music we do not often talk about the artists' personal lives or their current positions on the mortal coil. As the movie ends it's confirmed how badly this is going when she whispers "Wait, he's dead?" and starts sobbing. It is one of her favorite stories to tell people when someone brings up a horrible thing their parents did to them. TL, Doctor, I assumed everyone knew Freddie Mercury had died. My daughter, who did not know this fact, found out when we watched Bohemian Rhapsody together at a theater. It was a badly calculated joke. My wife recently got me an Apple Watch as a birthday gift. It's good. She has one too. There's a walkie-talkie function that's kinda goofy and dumb. You invite someone with another watch and basically it's a walkie-talkie. We were goofing around with it before she went to meet her friend. Little bit later while she's with her friend still, I think. I wonder if it will still work? So without thinking of the consequences I hold down the screen and say a Scheibel. It's at this point I should say my wife is Korean and we live in Korea. Scheibel, is basically fuck, but it's considered a very strong word. Her point of view as I say this, is her watch shouting loudly a fuck for her friend and the few diners to hear. It wasn't just a fuck, but I threw in a little walkie-talkie style over at the end. I thought this was important to include. She wasn't all that happy. I am sorry to my wife. Her friend was apparently so confused and shocked that a voice suddenly appeared from her watch. Worst thing was, the restaurant owner heard it and kicked my wife and friend out. Edit, I should also add a crucial detail. She was at a Japanese ramen place that is known for its customers eating quietly and not talking. I did not know this, because they didn't decide where to eat until they met up. In my defense I thought it would be a bit of a fun joke, maybe she'd get a little embarrassed but laugh it off. She can take a good goof. It was a mistake. Edited again, missed another good detail. Edit, my first TLDR wasn't good enough apparently. TL, Doctor, I surprised my wife by saying fuck through her Apple Watch while she was with a friend, in a quiet ramen place. She got kicked out of the restaurant.